The rumor of rhino horn medicines ran rife in the east. The fast-growing illegal trade of rhino horns led to rampant poaching of the Indian rhino. The arrival of monsoon means the arrival of new grasses in Jaldapara. Forests on either side of Torsa are getting rejuvenated. The rhino is getting herself ready to deliver a baby. The newborn would have tender, nutritious grass to feed on. Apparently, there is no potential threat to the neonates. But she looks a little hesitant, unsure about the animal on two legs. Humans killed them in the 18th and 19th centuries just for fun, and in the last 100 years for some nonsensical belief. A not so useful extension of keratin above her nostrils has been risking her life since she has grown up. These moody one-horn bulky quadrupeds were once abundant in the rich grasslands lying between the Himalayan foothills and the riverine plains. Even after the tea business flourished, tea gardens and human settlements started fragmenting the continuous stretch of Terai and Duars. Jaldapara still had some rich grasslands that supported a healthy biodiversity. But a wildlife sanctuary surrounded by human settlements, where people live on the edge, becomes a soft target by the international wildlife trading rackets. Some locals struggling for a living were easily convinced of the morality versus fortune trade-off. Only 14 rhinos were left in the entire 216 square kilometer of Jaldapara in 1985. The next few years' time was challenging. The protection of Indian rhinos became the priority of Jaldapara Forest Administration. New camps were set up even in the remotest corners of Jaldapara. Several watchtowers were built for round-the-clock monitoring. Forest guards started combing the park with trained elephants.
বসে মিটিং করছে যে স্টাফ বাড়ানো হবে তখন এই যে কতগুলো ডিএলকে নেওয়া হলো এই স্টাফ নেওয়াতে তো মানে জলদাপাড়াটা বাঁচে গেছে না হলে কিন্তু শেষ হয়ে যেত
Habitat restoration and improvement programs were running simultaneously. Slowly, the frequency of poaching was minimized. The next step was to build local supporters for wildlife. The department funded many livelihood-oriented projects. But inspiring commons, especially for something that doesn't seem to have an immediate tangible return, is not an easy task. Tourism filled the gap. The disadvantage turned into a strength when the locals started being concerned about the well-being of their wild neighbors. And humanity is contagious. Bondhonu Kheria lives in a village that touches the border of Jaldapara. He often encounters a rhino venturing into his backyard. He immediately informs the forest officials and patiently waits and watches it until the forest team reaches and drives it back to the jungle. The growing number of rhinos surely had brought a ray of hope. In May 2012, Jaldapara was elevated to a national park focusing on Indian rhino conservation. Relentless efforts by the forest workers and the support from the locals made Jaldapara the second highest population of rhinos in India, with 292 adult individuals in 2022.